details now because I'm just kind of setting the tone for your mind's eye leading into the call. But I will say this: within several minutes, it was evident that I had no idea what had transpired over the last 6, 7, 8 years with Bitcoin. And that's my setup for the call, because some of you are guests and you were asked a set of questions. Some of you know what Bitcoin is, many of you don't. So what you want to do is you want to listen to everything these gentlemen are going to share, and then at the end of the call, we're going to give you some instructions, okay? This is not a multi-level marketing business, all right? If you've been part of one of those, I promise you this is not anything like that. We're not going to talk about pills, potions, lotions, juice drinks tonight. We're not going to talk about auto ships, so relax. You can hang onto your wallet or your purse. Nobody's going to take any money from you. So this is a really, really cool concept that these guys are going to talk about. So without further ado, I'm going to go to our first speaker in Minneapolis, St. Paul. John, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Jim. You know, everybody's on the line right now because they're excited about what's happening, where crowdfunding collides with Bitcoin. You know, first thing people say is, what is Bitcoin? It was comical. We had a call a little bit ago, and the person on the other end of the line says, yeah, it's one of those crazy currencies. It's not worth nothing. Well, we got news for really everybody is, you know, when you ask somebody what Bitcoin is, they're going to look at you and say something crazy off the wall, or, yeah, I know what it is. Or maybe they don't know anything. So you want them to go to Google, have them put it on speaker and say, you know, Google this. You're going to Google, what is the value of Bitcoin today? Right now, Bitcoin is a little over $1,100 per coin. And Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. The cool thing about Bitcoin is there's only 21 million coins that will ever be around, and that's part of the reason why the value is going through the roof. And you think about that. If one coin is a little over $1,100, and experts are saying where the value is going is absolutely out of this world for most people's mindset. Think about that. How would you like to leverage with a crowdfunding platform that allows you to get access to Bitcoin for 1/10 of that Bitcoin value today? Think about that. You could leverage roughly $100, create 84 Bitcoins to fund whatever you need. Maybe it's credit card bills. Maybe it's, you know, just getting ahead. Maybe it's going on a vacation. Think about that. Crowdfunding is everywhere. I have a good friend of mine that got hurt, and he does a GoFundMe. He's trying to raise $175,000. You've probably heard of GoFundMe. What we've done and what Thomas DeLuca has done is created a crowdfunding platform, and it's person to person. Donations person to person with Bitcoin. So you can leverage that 0.1 of a Bitcoin literally to get 84 Bitcoin. Think about that. That's out of this world. And people, you know, they get twisted all the time, and there's a lot of information out there on Bitcoin, a lot of information on crowdfunding. It's the best of both worlds. So you may ask, you know, what does this have to do? How is this going to work? Well, because of the 2x5 matrix that is really our donation platform, it's person to person. So you got two good friends, that's who you want to share it with. You want to share it with people you want to bless. And with this crowdfunding platform, it's really about what you want to do with it. What do you want to do the rest of your life? We're here for a little smidget. And Bitcoin's been around a long time. You could buy Bitcoin for 10 cents. You could buy Bitcoin for pennies. And the value has skyrocketed because of everything that's going on in the world. And it's the cryptocurrency that's real. It's the king of all currencies because it's not being manipulated by any fiat currency. And also, there's only 21 million of them. So the old government can't hit the print button and print off a bunch more Bitcoin. Think about that. It's economy proof. And at the end of the day, it's great because you have complete control of it. By person to person, that's where it's so fun. And you look at the Bitcoin funding team, what Bitcoin funding team has created for us to go bless the people that we actually care about, that's what this is about. This isn't about anything besides working with the people you actually care about and donating to what they really want to do. And that's why crowdfunding is absolutely out of this world. And when it collides with Bitcoin, Bitcoin funding team has it. They have it with their 2x5 matrix. As that matrix fills, we're going to use the power of 2. Refer 2 that refer 2. That 2 that get 2 is 4. 4 that get 2 is 8. And we continue to duplicate, and that's what we do. And the Bitcoin funding team is here, and we're taking a huge stance, and we're showing and sharing people how to really bless other people. So with that, I'm going to flip it over to Mr. Eric. Eric, are you on the line?
Yeah. I think we're going to go over to San first, John. We're going to go over to San right now, and I'm going to pull it up at the end.
All right.
San is with us right now.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, look, I want to thank you, JR. I want to take it right from there. The Bitcoin funding team, it's a team effort, you guys. Have you ever been on a team that everybody was superstars and you had superstar players really helping you out and you didn't have to worry about working hard by yourself? Well, that's what you have here. You have the assembly of some of the greatest marketers, minds, and the most caring people out here in the industry looking to help you make more money, change your dreams, get the things that you always wanted. You know, you got online and you came out here for some reason. You heard there was a way to really change your income, and you found out you maybe jumped into some opportunities or been a part of some programs that just failed. But you didn't give up. You stayed in the fight. Now you have your second chance, your third chance, or your fourth chance. I don't know which one it is for you, but now it's come around again. You've seen opportunities come and go, and here's another one knocking at your door. If you're not staying vigilant and seeing the writing on the wall, I mean, you don't have to be the most intelligent person to see what Bitcoin is doing and just have a sense that, look, if I'm really going to change my income, then I'm going to have to take hold of some of this and get on this ride. That's about to happen. But I want to talk to you guys about our company. Our company was built by a guy full of integrity, total transparency. And one thing that he told me is saying that I'm going to build this, I'm going to build it solid, I'm going to build it fast, I'm going to build it. So he decided to make Bitcoin funding team just a 2x5. And on that first level, you pay $100 start it. Once you pay that $100, you're going to ask 2 of your friends. Now, you're not paying anybody but your 2 friends or the person that invited you to this platform. So if you, in your mind, if you're thinking that, hey, maybe this is a scheme, a scam, or a pyramid, just think about it. Nobody gets paid on top until the bottom man gets paid. So if you look at it, if it's a pyramid, it's upside down. It starts from the bottom, all the pay, and no one gets paid until the one on the bottom gets paid. So two donations go to you. That's $200. Now you're in the game. You can level up to stage 2. On stage 2, you can pay that $200, which is roughly about 0.20 Bitcoins, and now you can receive 4 donations. Now, 200 times 4, that's pretty good. That's $800. But some of you guys, $800 could change some things in your household, but you didn't come for the $800. Some of you guys looking for job-paying replacement type of money, car, note money, or whatever. So let's scale up to the third level. On the third level, you're going to receive 2 more gifts, and you're going to go up to the third level. That's going to be about 0.4. Now, on that third level, you're going to receive 8 payments of 0.4. 8 payments of 0.4. That's over $3,200 as the numbers are right now, approximately over $1,000 for 1 Bitcoin. Guys, this thing just keeps stepping up. About 2 more gifts, a little 2.5 gifts you receive on that third level. Now you have 0.1. 0.1, you're going to go up to the 4th level. Once you get to that 4th level, guess what's waiting there for you? 16 gifts. Donated by who? Donated by the people that are on this platform. Imagine, they're not just passing on money that they didn't earn. In order to get to those levels, you had to earn to those levels. So you're not taking anything out of your pocket. It's a one-time payment started from $100 seed. Now, As you got to that fourth level, you have one more level that you can get to, that stage 5. On that stage 5, you're going to receive, faster than anything you ever thought before, you're going to receive a total of 2 Bitcoins on that level. On that level, there's 32 people that's waiting to give you 2 Bitcoins apiece. Now, you guys do the math. I'm not great at this thing, but I know that 32 times $2,000 is over $64,000. Hopefully, I didn't scare anybody. Hopefully, we didn't run nobody off. I don't want to blow you out from these figures, but if you can find your income or whatever it takes for you to come in here, if you have $100 and you know 2 good friends, make sure you tell them about Bitcoin Funding Team. So I'm gonna turn this over to the man, the dynamic. Eric, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here, San. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, San. Thanks a lot, John. Hey, guys, I'm going to take you down a little bit different road. You've heard about Bitcoin and Bitcoin Funding Team. I'm going to take you down a little bit different road tonight, guys. Again, my name is Eric Pinkston. If you don't have my number, get my number in your phone, because I'm always here. I'm always here to help. Anybody's got a question, anybody needs something, in the morning till about midnight every day, guys. That's what my work schedule is. So I want to tell you, guys, I read the news every day. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I get ready to go feed my cows. I take care of a pretty good-sized cow calf operation up here in Missouri. I get up every morning. I start with my cup of coffee, and I read the news. Well, guess what, guys? Every day I read the news, I've got my Google set to pull up all the latest information on Bitcoin. That's what I want to know about. Every morning when I wake up, I want to know about Bitcoin. Well, this morning I woke up, and lo and behold, the top of the headlines was SEC sure to approve ETF for Bitcoin. They're going in on March 11th, and we're going to find out if Bitcoin is going to be traded in an electronic trading fund on the New York Stock Exchange, guys. Check this out. Think about that for a minute. Do you think that the New York Stock Exchange or the SEC would approve something if it were not the real deal? No way, guys. I promise you it would not happen. Now, think about this for a minute. I'm sitting here at my desk getting ready to have this call with you guys. I pull up my Google account. Flashes on the front page for me. Says Trump's new budget director is a Bitcoin advocate. He's the senator from South Carolina, and his last name's Mulvaney. He is going to be our new budget director for President Trump, and he is a Bitcoin owner and a Bitcoin advocate, guys. So take a look at this. Bitcoin is making headlines every day, guys. People that don't know about Bitcoin, in the next several short months to the next couple of years, it's going to be the craze. I just said to my wife last night at the dinner table, I said, listen, I believe in the next generation of kids that are coming out of school right now, there could be the possibility that our kids never spend $1 or a quarter or a nickel, guys. It's all going to be digital through their smartphones, through their computers, through whatever device they have. They're going to be able to walk in, they're going to be able to scan that thing, and they're going to be able to pay with Bitcoin everywhere that they go. Bitcoin is accepted every place that you can think of, guys. Home Depot, Subway, Starbucks, Virgin Airlines, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, you name it, we're spending Bitcoin at all of those places. Those
Entry
Fortune
and
500
exit chimes
companies,
are
guys,
on.
do not take Bitcoin for payment unless they know that Bitcoin is here to stay. These Fortune 500 companies are even giving discounts if you use Bitcoin. Think about this for a minute, guys. Why would Starbucks give me a 20% discount on a cup of coffee using Bitcoin if they did not want the Bitcoin? Think about that for a minute. They're selling us a cup of coffee that costs them $1. They're giving us a $1.40 discount on a $6 or $7 cup of coffee. They want to get their hands on the Bitcoin that's available, guys. Think about it. Bitcoin is here. It's going nowhere but up. A lot of people say that Bitcoin, within the next 3 to 6 months, could be $3,000 to $5,000 per coin. Well, one thing I can tell you for sure, if you notice today on the blockchain was very slow today. And I'll guarantee you one thing, guys. The reason the blockchain was slow, the SEC headlines this morning and yesterday, that they are going to approve the ETF, basically is what they're telling us.
Entry and exit chimes are off.
Getting on board. There are a lot of people getting on board with us. There are a lot of people that are buying into the Bitcoin. And when the ETF is approved on March the 11th, they're going to go live on March the 30th or March the 31st, okay? when that happens, guys, you want to be collecting Bitcoin, because in my gut tells me that Bitcoin is going to $3,000 a coin in a very short time. Now, the initial offering for that Bitcoin is $100 million, guys. That's what the ETF's initial offering is going to be, $100 million. Think about that. Think about where Bitcoin's going. I'm not trying to tell you I know everything, guys, but I can guarantee you one thing. There are a limited number of Bitcoin you're going to be able to get your hands on in the near future. Now is the time to seize your opportunity and the people that you care about. If you know somebody that needs something special in their life, needs a little hand up or a little help, tell them about Bitcoin Funding Team. Tell them about Bitcoin. Show them that the crowdfunding platform that we use, 100% of the money goes peer-to-peer. Get them on board. If you're new to this call tonight, get on a phone call with the person that invited you. Have them come to your house. Get on them with the phone. Get them on the computer. Show them the process, guys. We've got videos out there at teamallbitcoin.com. We've got our Facebook pages. I'm going to turn it back over to Jim now. Jim, run down through that list of things that people can look at and get on board with the people that invited you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to be quick because we got started late here, but this is imperative for those of you that are new, or if you're a guest and you are going to become a member and get your platform set up. You want to get tied, first of all, into the Facebook of Bitcoin Funding Team. It's a public page. On top of that, there are several different private pages, and I'm not going to list them all off. You can get those from some of the team members. The reason why those exist is those are poster boards or billboards for additional calls, because you can put out with the speed of light, you can get an announcement out. Folks, that only makes sense. So what happens is you get a small group of people that want to have another call. You don't have to go old school. You don't have to send a million text messages. You just go put a Facebook post up. So if you're not plugged into those message boards, what it's not for, it's not a chat room. And I say I'm not stepping on toes here, but I say this: sitting in Facebook and just typing senseless chats, that doesn't do anybody any good. It doesn't change the world. Okay. What changes the world is activity, and that's the great thing about what these guys are laying out here. Okay, on top of that, these videos, you can access them through your back office or teamallbitcoin.com, and we're constantly working on new tutorial videos. Here's the thing, and the tip: follow the instructions during the setup process. So what you're going to do is whoever invited you here is going to give you an inviter link, right? They're going to give you their personal link. When you pull that up, you want to verify that you have the proper link. So I tell people all the time, somebody asked me, I probably heard it 5 times today, what do I really need to know to do this? My number one criteria is, can you listen? And number 2, can you follow instructions? If you know that you struggle with that, I would suggest you not do this project. Just don't participate, because it won't be for you. And it's not a takeaway. I'm not trying to make people feel bad or step on any toes. But what's going to happen here is you are going to go on a journey where you're going to set up your own Coinbase account. You're going to buy some Bitcoin. You're going to get a blockchain address. These are bank accounts for you for your cryptocurrency, just like if you had an account, say, at Chase Bank, right, for your U.S. currency. And I don't want to go down this path, but I'm trying to say a few words so it has bite, so it has a little bit of teeth to it, right? And I think what happens is we bring people in this, and for whatever reason, a lot of people think MLM, paper application, lock a spot. That's not what we're doing here. I cannot say that loud enough or clear enough. It's not about locking a spot. It's a 2x5 matrix. It's working as a team, okay, and following instructions. That way, everything goes smoothly. So we tell people that we're working with, slow down. It's about execution. It's not about speed. Last thing I'll say is we are doing calls like this sometimes multiple times a day. For sure, Monday through Friday, you're going to notice there's calls happening all the time. So stay plugged in. And then tomorrow, we will announce calls on Facebook pages again tonight. Tomorrow morning, emails will be coming out from Bitcoin Funding Team. So it's a time for people to be engaged, because the last thing I'll say is crowdfunding is simple. A matrix is made up of people, right? And people create a crowd. And so that's why, to bring this right back to the beginning, Bitcoin funding team is Bitcoin colliding with crowdfunding. So folks, the call's officially over. Have a great evening, and get back with whoever invited you here to this particular phone call. Good night, everybody.